You know this is. You know who this is. Boxing News is in the building. Yes, indeed. Enough of all that talking, man. All of that shit talking Teofimo's doing about him killing Josh Taylor. Fight week is here at the MSG, Madison Square Garden. Taylor versus Teo on Saturday, June 10th. This is going to be a great fight. This is going to be one of those make them or break them fights. If Josh Taylor wins, it's one of those fights, you know what, you're supposed to win. Sail off into the sunset. But you still, Josh Taylor, you still got to go back and revisit Catterall. Because you know everybody got question marks on that particular fight. Okay? You still got to go visit Jack Catterall, excuse me. What's going on with you, Ice Man? What's going on with you, my brother? Thanks for checking in with me. Hit that like button for me while you're coming in. As far as Teofimo Lopez, there's a lot of question marks on Teofimo Lopez because after his last fight versus Sando Martin, he was kind of Aaron Power in the building. What's popping with your Power? What is popping with you, my brother? Appreciate you checking in with me, man. Hit that like button for me when you're coming on in here. Yes, sir. My deal is this: after Teofimo's last fight, he was in the ring questioning himself, asking himself, did he do good? Like, what's wrong with him? Do he still have it? See that kind of shit right there? When you don't think that you're the man no more, when you're questioning yourself, that's the issue. Man, root to the bros, man. Root to the bros. Root to the bros. Clovis. Come on, man. But let me say this here. Let me say this here. On some serious shit. When you got a man fighting and he does not know self, that's a scary situation because you don't know exactly what he possesses anymore. And Teofimo Lopez is one that we all think he doesn't know self and has to figure out, who he really is. And like you, Iceman, I don't think anybody cares who wins this particular fight. But when you talk a lot of shit like Teofimo did, he gonna have to back that shit up, bro. He was talking about killing Josh. He was talking about killing Josh Taylor. So now, if Josh Taylor's to go in there and wash his ass up, it'll be a whole nother conversation. That's some real stuff. Now let me tell you keys to victories for both fighters. Everybody know that. All right, let's talk about Josh Taylor first. Josh Taylor, first of all, has a record of 19-0 with only 13 knockouts. Right? Very similar record as Teofimo Lopez. All right. Josh Taylor fights from the southpaw stance, okay? He likes to use a lot of feints and jabs. And with those, what he tries to do is that tries to disturb your rhythm, okay? What Josh Taylor has to do, he has to maintain the distance and try to fight Teofimo from the outside. Because we know when Teofimo Lopez have to fight someone from the outside, he seems to have a little bit of trouble, as he has in his past fights. So that's the main thing. Stay away from Teo. Try to fight him from the outside. But we all know that Josh Catterall like to use a lot of lateral movements. And Josh Catterall sometimes, I keep saying the wrong freaking name. Josh Taylor, excuse me. Josh Taylor sometimes like to bang from the inside. So what we're going to have to do, he's going to have to try to just maintain a nice distance, nice range, and not try to bang so much because you already know who you're fighting, or you should know who you're fighting. Try not to stay in the pocket so long because fighting a guy like Teofimo Lopez, if you stay in the pocket too long, you might get a taste that you don't and will never forget. So now let me switch over to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has a record of 18-1 with 13 knockouts. All right? Teofimo Lopez is a hell of a fighter. coming up when he fought in the lightweight. I mean, plenty of knockouts. And, not until recently, like I said, he was tested when he lost to Kambosos. And even his fight with Sando Martin, everybody has kind of have a question mark on him. Everybody wants, everybody's trying to figure out, is he who he say he is? Is he still the goods? Does he still have what he used to have? He was supposed to be the takeover, but lately he's been called the fakeover because nobody had been seeing what he had at 135. Now he's at 140. There's a lot for him to show. With this victory, he can make a statement, and I think he can regain some of his confidence and some of his fans, okay? Teofimo Lopez, of course, we all know he's a hell of a counter puncher, and he's a boxer puncher. He has a lot of power in that right hand. So Josh Taylor has to stay with that right hand. Teofimo Lopez sometimes can be, he has to maintain and stay what's called defensively responsible because, sometimes when he throws his power punches, he opens up. And, if he misses and Josh Taylor counters, that could be his ass. And Teofimo Lopez is a hell of a fighter on the inside, definitely because, he has a lot of power. So a power dude on the inside can be very dangerous. And one of the flaws that we know about Teofimo Lopez, and it happened to him when he fought Kambosos, is he likes to rush in. When he rushes in, if he gets caught, it could be lights out for him. But like I said, Teofimo Lopez has to remain defensively sound, use his power, and try to find a nice range to get on the inside of Josh Taylor to then capitalize, trying to make it an early night for himself. But with those key points to victories, man, I think this is going to be a hell of a fight. Iceman, who you say is a dirty fighter? Talk to me, man. Who's a dirty fighter? Powell, you say you don't think they're just trying to sell a fight? Clover said Teo in 7. Man, y'all must not know who Teofimo's fighting, huh? Dude said Teo in 7. But Josh Taylor's a hell of a fighter. Josh Taylor's the only guy who's ever defeated Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis is my favorite fighter from New Orleans, Louisiana. All right, and when he fought Regis Prograis, he edged that fight. He didn't just flat out beat Regis. Now that was a close fight that could have went either way. Oh, okay. Iceman said that Taylor is a bit of a dirty fighter. Well, all fighters got a little dirt with them now. All fighters got a little dirt with them. It just, depending on how he uses those tactics. And Teofimo Lopez have to make the referee aware of those dirty tactics so that they can keep an eye on Josh Taylor during the fight. And if need be, make sure as y'all come on in, y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come on in, man. And like I said, if you don't like me, man, it's okay to hit the dislike button. I ain't mad at you. Just do something, shit. Iceman said, "Yep, I'm in New Orleans too. I guess that's why I don't like Taylor." This nigga, yeah, bro. It's why you don't like him, bro. I ain't know you from the city, man. I ain't know you from the city. Okay, I think all y'all in here from the city then. Powell from the city, Clovis from the city, you from the city. Okay, New Orleans in the building. That's all right. Yeah, we all Regis fans though, man. I fuck with Regis hard, bro. Regis actually fights on Juneteenth, June 17th. I think he has a new opponent because the other one he had backed out. So that's gonna be a good fight. I'm not gonna be able to make that fight, but that's gonna be a hell of a fight. But back to the topic at hand, Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, first of all, before coming into this fight, has to find the confidence that he lacked in his previous fights. He has to go back to the basics of where he felt that he was the man and he was the takeover, because going into a fight, man, doubting yourself can really trash yourself. If you look at the early days of Mike Tyson, he told you, man, when I used to go into these fights, I was a warrior. You know, I felt like no man could beat me. And just the confidence and the will that he had, you know what I'm saying? That shit right there is what drove him to terrify his opponents. And once you terrify your opponents and you're in their head, half of the fight's already yours. And with Teofimo not just not having that self-confidence and not believing in himself, it's almost like you lost before you even got in the fight. And Clovis said, Teo gonna put him down. Trust me. Teofimo does has power. But remember, you have to know and listen, both of these guys has power. Both of these guys' records are very similar. Okay? Josh Taylor has 13 knockouts also, just like Teofimo Lopez. The only difference between these two guys' records is that Josh Taylor never lost, even though there's an asterisk by the Jack Catterall fight. And Teofimo Lopez lost once versus Kambosos. So these guys' records are very similar. These guys have the same amount of record, knockout ratios and everything. So Josh Taylor does possess power and can possibly knock out Teofimo Lopez if Teofimo Lopez is not defensively responsible. Don't get it twisted. Do not get that twisted. But no. I think that it's gonna be a hell of a scrap. I think that Josh Taylor does possess what it takes to defeat a guy like a Teofimo Lopez. I think that Teofimo Lopez have to his main thing is to find the range and try to get it inside and land some good one on Josh Taylor, man. And the first thing I need him to do is to believe in himself. Believe that you're still the same guy who was trying to take over a certain division. And all the shit talking though, man, of telling the world that you want to kill Josh Taylor, that ain't what's happening, bro. You don't want to kill nobody in the ring, bro. You know, you don't want to kill nobody in the ring. That's not a good thing. That man both of you guys out there trying to feed your families, bro. It ain't about killing nobody. But you said the shit, so now that when y'all get in the fucking ring, you're going to have to prove yourself. You're going to have to show that man that you're there to kill him. Because if you're not there to kill him, he's going to be there to kill you. Straight up. But Josh Taylor, though, let me tell you something. Once he gets comfortable and find his rhythm and find that comfortable range, he's going to be teeing off on Teo. So, you know, what Teo has to do early on in the fight is make Josh Taylor taste your power. And once he tastes your power, he's gonna then not come in and won't be as how can I say it? Won't just try to come in on you and just try to walk you down. He's gonna try to be more responsible then, because once he takes that power, he ain't gonna play with it. He ain't gonna play with Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez have to try to give him a taste very early. Pause. He's gonna have to very early in the fight. Try to land some nice clean one on him. And the main thing about Josh Taylor is Josh Taylor tries and don't normally waste punches. All right. And he's very precise in his punches. It's just the thing about Josh Taylor is he needs to not make this a bang fest. Pause. He needs to get in there, do what he got to do, and rush on out. Because Teofimo Lopez, that's what he wants. You know, Teofimo Lopez wants to get in the pocket, and he wants to bang it out with your paws. So that ain't what you want. You want to just go ahead and fight him from the outside, and just box his fucking ass. Period. Iceman said Teo mad what his woman did, took his money. Teo gonna knock him out. Wow. Yeah, I heard this. His family told him about this woman, and sometimes we don't listen to our family, and till that person show us differently, you know. She got the baby, she got the money, yeah, he hadn't been right since, man. But sometimes when your family could tell you, hey, I told you so, all you can do as the man is just, shrug your shoulders and move on. Dust yourself off and try again. But I still don't see Teofimo knocking out Josh Taylor, though. Josh Taylor's a hell of a fighter. Although his last bout, he didn't look like himself. He didn't fight like he fought when he was fighting in the WB, was it the world boxing, the SS, the WSS, whatever, that World Super Series, World Boxing Super Series, WBSS, World Boxing Super Series. He was a killer during that. He was a killer during that World Boxing Super Series, and like I said, he has to go back to those times because I think it was a hell of a challenge, and the way he beat Ramirez, I mean, shit, he went in there and he hounded the fuck out of Ramirez. He hounded the fuck out of Ramirez, so he took Ramirez clean out. So if he come in there with that mentality, Teofimo Lopez is in trouble. Yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue. I mean, for his weight issues, early on, maybe last year or whatever, he said he was moving on after he became undisputed. Josh Taylor, he said he was gonna move on to the welterweight, and he never did move on to the welterweight. He never did move on. He said he was getting too big for the division, which he is, but he's stuck in there. He's stuck in there because I guess he didn't want to see those killers at the welterweight. So hopefully he has a dietitian. Hopefully he prepared and he don't come into this fight weight drained. Hopefully, these dudes here, bro, they got all that fucking money, but they don't want to do what's right. Dog T Carl Levy in the building. What's going on, man? Carl Levy, hit that like button, boy. Hit that like button for me, man. He said the winner gets Haney. Shit. I think that'll be a good one. I think that will be a good one for Haney, bro. It's a good one. It's a good one. I'm with you on that. Because at the end of the day, I think that, especially if Teofimo wins, that'll be a great one because those two been needing to meet each other at lightweight. So now meeting each other at junior welterweight, that'll be a nice transition. Meeting each other at 140. But definitely, I don't think Haney needs to see Teofimo if Teofimo loses. But that's a good one, though. I would love to see that shit, man. I would love to see the winner of this fight to face Devin the Dream Haney. Devin the Dream Haney would deserve that. Because remember, this fight right here is for the WBO, right? The junior welterweight WBO championship belt. So you'll be a title contender, a title holder, whoever wins this fight. So that pushes Haney, it pushes whoever wins right into contentions. You're gonna be a stakeholder, dude. Everybody gonna want you, and y'all know who got that other belt, right? Y'all do know Regis Brugaru-Prograis have one of those belts. So be careful what you ask for. Because I'm going to tell you like a man, Regis is out here bodying people. And he been wanting his revenge with Josh Taylor. Teofimo Lopez, I don't think he want that business. And young Devin Haney's coming up and he's been talking some shit. So we may have to see Regis. But man, listen, it's gonna be some great fighting, and definitely I'm gonna come on there, do some commentary during the fight and after the fight. That's just what I do. We're gonna be on this bitch just talking some shit, because I like to call people out because I see all of y'all thinking Teofimo gonna win. So Josh Taylor go in there, start beating his ass. Carl, who you think gonna win this fight? So when Josh Taylor go in there, start spanking his ass, I'm gonna call y'all out, right? I'm gonna be happy to say Clovis. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, where you at, Ice Man? Where you at, Power? I'm gonna definitely call all y'all names because, hey, y'all called it, so I'm gonna let y'all know it ain't going in your direction. It's not going in y'all direction, though. It's gonna be a great fight, though, man. Who do I think is gonna win this fight? I think because Teofimo Lopez does not have the confidence that he needs as a professional fighter. I think that's another way of looking at him as being lackluster, and I think that right there by itself Just that by itself. Not saying he ain't got skills and all that shit. That by itself, I can't give him the nod. I cannot give him the nod. I think I have to side with Josh Taylor as being the victor in this particular fight because when you a warrior, when you going out there, and this is a vicious sport. You know what I'm saying? This is a very vicious sport. You're going out there and your mind ain't right, your heart ain't right, your confidence level's not where it's supposed to be. That shit could be dangerous for you. It could be real dangerous for you, and that's where I'm at with it right now with Teofimo Lopez. I think it's a lot that he has to start doing to get himself back into contentions. And the first thing he has to do is start believing in himself. Don't get it twisted. With this victory, if he wins and beats a guy like a Josh Taylor, automatically do I think he will regain confidence? Do I think? Yes, hell yeah. He gonna start talking this shit again and he gonna be that dude again. But with that being said, make sure I just seen somebody come in this month. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like or dislike, either one. Come in this chat room. Let me know what you think about this fight. Let me know who you think is gonna win this fight. Do you think Teofimo Lopez? Do you think Josh Taylor? Remember, both of these guys are coming off of question mark victories, right? Both of these guys got very similar records. One got 19-0 with 13 knockouts. The other one got 18-1 with 13 knockouts. Jack Catterall supposedly defeated Josh Taylor, but they gave Josh Taylor the nod. Sando Martin supposedly defeated Teofimo Lopez, but they gave Teofimo Lopez the nod. So remember, it's okay to give people gifts in the sport of boxing. Let's not make it seem like it's a crime. And I say that to say with the recent fight of a Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, that was not a gift. That was not a gift. I think convincingly when I rewatched the fight, Devin Haney won that fight. He edged it, but he won that fight. Being the champion, he won that fight. So let me get back at topics. And sometimes, I could get off topic when some shit come up. But, like I said, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. MSG, Teofimo Lopez, I think he's fighting a great fighter, but he has to remember, he has to go back into his unified championship mindset. He has to go back to that. And Josh Taylor, if you think about it, one of these guys used to be a unified champion. The other guy used to be an undisputed champion, meaning Josh Taylor was the undisputed champion. And he kept saying he was going to go up, and he had to fight some mandatories, and he didn't for whatever apparent reason. And those belts were stripped from him. And Teofimo Lopez, as you know, he moved up. Well, he lost his belts to George Kambosos, and then he moved up to the 140 weight division. What's going on with you, Just Do? What's going on with you, brother? Just chilling out, man. Just talking about this fight, bro. It's going down on Saturday, man. I think Josh Taylor has what it takes to beat Teofimo Lopez, man. I think Teofimo Lopez lacked the self-confidence that he needs as a fighter to fight a guy at the caliber of Josh Taylor. I think that Teofimo Lopez got to find his way in the inside to fight a guy like a Josh Taylor. As long as Josh Taylor fight him from the outside at a comfortable range, I think Josh Taylor will be all right. Josh Taylor needs to not let Teofimo Lopez trick him into fighting in the pocket, trying to rumble with him. That won't be good for Josh Taylor, because Teofimo Lopez, as we all know, have that equalizer. He got that power punch. Both guys do, but Teofimo Lopez, I think his power is something special. So he needs to just box him, man, from the outside and use his range. And Teofimo Lopez is going to be the guy who's going to always want you to punch first so he can counter your ass. And Josh Taylor got to look for the openings. And I can tell you right now, the openings definitely going to be when Teofimo Lopez throws that power punch. When he throws his power punches, if you look, his hands are always down and he's wide open. At that point, you can lay into him and give him exactly what he wants. Pause. But yeah, it's going to be a great fight, man. I'm excited. I think that Josh Taylor is gonna come out victorious. I think that he's gonna be the one he's gonna lure Teofimo Lopez in, and Teofimo Lopez better not come in there with all that leaping shit. He tries to leap in, he's gonna get a taste of his own. He's gonna get a taste, and when I say he's gonna get a taste, Josh Taylor gonna probably put him on his ass, just like Cambosis did. Because and like I said, Josh Taylor, he's not really a tricky fighter, bro. I mean, he uses lots of feints and jabs just to try to disturb him a little bit. But at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez just remain poised, take his time. I think that he'll be all right. Because Josh Taylor also, too, and I realized in the Regis fight, he likes to fight at a faster pace. So Teofimo Lopez needs to just relax, stay poised, and let Josh Taylor do his thing, and find your distance to come in there and handle your business. What's going on with you, Lionel? What's going on with you, my brother? So it's a 50-50 fight. They both been shaky the last few fights. Still here. You get a boy no credit. This is a make or break you fight for both. I agree. I think most so for freaking Teofimo Lopez, but I agree with that statement. With that being said, Taylor by split decision. Okay, I can go with that. I can run with that right there, that statement. Just Dude said, I agree. I think Teo in trouble come Saturday night. I think he was more explosive at 135. Definitely was. But this should be an entertaining fight for the fans. I don't think anybody cares who wins. Everybody just want to see a great entertainment, a great scrap. I agree with you too. I just want to see both of these guys go at it. And at the end of the day, I do think Josh Taylor will become victorious. I don't know, man. When a guy just don't believe in himself anymore, bro, I can't believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, I can't believe in you. I just can't. And I think that it's gonna be a great scrap, but I just don't think that Teofimo Lopez doesn't have that edge no more. I think he needs to go back to 135 shit. 140 ain't for him. I mean, if you look and see how Sando Martin was just landing those overhand rights on his ass all night, if you just look at just that by itself and you're not questioning yourself, the dude was open all day. He was wide open all day, was not defensively responsible. So just that right there by itself, if he allows Josh Taylor to land those exact same punches on him, it's going to be an early night for him. Okay, like now see room for Teo. Okay, shit, that's what I want to hear, bro. You're the only one. Nah. They got some earlier guys on here earlier was talking about Teo going to win. We got some Teofimo Lopez fans in here. That's good, man. The takeover, man. That's all right. But just like I said, with the skills of Josh Taylor, and remember this, guys. There's somebody out there in this world, and they got every last one of our number. Don't think that Josh Taylor can't fight because Jack Catterall has his number. That's just what it is when it comes to fighting, man. If you watch the past fighting, some of our greats, they just had that one dude that just had that number. And just like, with the great, like a Deontay Wilder, no disrespect. Tyson Fury has his number. That's just what it is. But back at the subject at hand, let me see what Judge Dude said. Judge Dude said right. I just don't trust Teofimo Lopez mental and don't trust his dad as a trainer. Everybody says dad is lackluster and gives him false information in the corner to give the proper instructions once the fight gets tough for him. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Make sure you come on in, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, man. Help me out. Yeah, that's just what it is, man. His dad gives him false information in the corner. He'll be in the corner, his dad continue using the right hand. And this shit that he should be telling his son. I mean, you should tell him the real deal. Look, man, we're behind right now. Just remain poised, find the openings, tell him some shit that he needs to do. Not just some dumb shit just to get him in there and get himself beaten. And that's kind of why he was questioning himself, because The fight was so close when they gave it to him, it was completely opposite from what his dad had told him. So, going on with your power in the building. So that's the deal, man. It's just trying to find out, who's who, where's where, bro. Because at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be a great fight. And one guy's trying to get in the inside. One guy has to maintain his distance from the outside. That's just what it is. And whichever one slips up first, they're gonna be the one that's gonna take their care of us. And it might be an early fucking night. I'm telling you this shit, bro. But with that being said, I'm gonna give it to Josh Taylor. I think Josh Taylor's got enough to seal a deal. He got what it takes to defeat a guy at the caliber of Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, I think, is not as explosive at 140. I think that Teofimo Lopez just mentally, like Just Do said, mentally he ain't there, bro. Clover said it won't be Teo. I know. It won't be Teo to do what? Wait. It won't be Teo to do what? Give me more explanation, bro. Bruce Gas, salute to you, my brother. Salute to you, Bruce Gas, in the building. Yeah, Just doing here, man. I appreciate both of you guys. Y'all know that already. I definitely appreciate both of y'all being in here. Yes, indeed. See how everybody show each other love? It's what it's all about. Content creators in here showing each other love. We support each other's channels. Hey, Paul, Clovis, man, look, y'all got to support Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. My dog, Just Do Boxing. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. These are great channels, great content creators. Make sure y'all subscribe to them. Every subscription matters, okay? Every subscription matters. Make sure you subscribe to them. Listen to these dudes. These dudes be cooking. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez can possibly take the map, bro. Teofimo Lopez likes to rush on in. He likes to just hop in that mug, and if Josh Taylor counters him, times him correctly and counter him, yeah, he can hit that. He can hit that mat. Either one of them could, because both of them got power. So, this is just one of those fights, man, that you just don't know. See, right? I gotta support the real. Appreciate you. Yeah, dog. 100%, man. We still trying to climb, man. I just gotta find more time, bro. I work like a dog, man. And I be killing myself by not getting on here more, but I gotta find a rhythm of getting in there. Matter of fact, the reason why I was able to get in here today at this time was I ain't going to the gym. See? I'm fucking up. So I said, man, I gotta get in here, man, because I ain't make a video on this shit yet. And I want to talk about it, bro, because I think it's gonna be a great fight, entertaining fight. My birthday is Thursday, so it's my birthday week. I'm celebrating all week long. So I'm celebrating all week long, man. So I said, yeah, these dudes fighting on my birthday week. Hell, I gotta fucks with it. You hear me? Like Nelson, I think both gonna hit the canvas during the fight, bro. Yeah, it could be like a Cambosis versus Teal when they both hit the fight at different times. I agree with you. Power say, oh yeah, he's selling fight, but he gonna kill him. But Power, you gotta understand one thing, brother. You gonna talk that shit, you gonna have to back that shit up. This is not one of those sports where you can talk all that shit and you got a team to protect you. You talk that shit, it's a one-on-one fight. It's me against you. So you can't back that shit up, because when you start putting that shit out there, everybody, even the judges, everybody's expecting a lot out of you. Everybody's expecting a whole bunch out of you, and if you don't give it to them like that, there's gonna be some shit. No, Carl, man, I might be going to New Orleans this weekend, bro. Yeah, man, I might be going to New Orleans this weekend, dog. I might be going. I just do my birthday Thursday, June 8th. June 8th, man. Big dog is getting up there, bro. Big dog is getting up there in the world, man. birthday June 8th, this Thursday. So, shit, I think I might go to the city. Might go to New Orleans just to, I'm going to see my in-laws, and I think I'm going to just go see my mom's and hang out for a little bit and then come back to freaking old D-Town, Dallas. But outside of that, man, brothers, it was great chopping it up with y'all, man. I appreciate it, man. Usually when I come on this bad boy, I try to do 30 minutes to an hour. But knowing I got to be to work at 9 o'clock, I think it's time for me to roll on out of here. But I appreciate all of y'all who came in here today and kicked it with me. I definitely. Aaron probably wants to bang it out with you, pause. Yeah, motherfucker. You better put a pause on there. Do crazy. Just do okay, cool, happy early born day, man. Hope you enjoy yourself too, family. Most definitely, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all that came here today checking me out. Man, man, listen, bro. When you have people coming on here with you, support you, man, that's all you need, bro. That shit means a lot to me, and I appreciate every last one of y'all. Rule to the bros, and thank you for all my subscribers and everybody who hit that like button today. I definitely do appreciate y'all, man. And with that being said, y'all know who this is. Y'all know exactly who this is. This is Nick with BNboxingNews, News, and I appreciate every last one of y'all coming in here today, supporting my channel, and just kicking it with me today, because I think it's been a great time. And at the end of the day, Dodge Taylor gonna whip that ass. Thank you, Just Do. Appreciate you, my brother, as always. Josh Taylor got it. Yes.